All right, we are still rolling. We're going to try this again. Okay. We're elegant. We're luxurious. We're in front of the most beautiful pink vinyl we've ever seen. What is going on with the posture? Is going on with the posture? Is going on with...
In the summer of 2004, a 14-year-old girl walked into a publishing house on Music Row in Nashville. She had blonde curls, a guitar case covered in stickers, and a notebook filled with songs she'd written in her bedroom. The men in the room didn't stand up when she entered. They didn't offer her coffee. They barely looked at her. They slid a contract across the table. Standard publishing deal. She would write songs. They would own them. That's how it worked. That's how it had always worked. She signed her name at the bottom. She was young. She was eager. She was invisible. But here's what those men didn't understand. That girl wasn't just signing a contract. She was taking notes. She was watching how the game was played. She was learning the rules so she could eventually break every single one of them. 14 years later, she would stand on a stage in front of millions and tell that same industry exactly where they could stick their contracts. She would change the way music is owned, streamed, and valued forever. This is not a story about a singer. This is a story about the most calculated, strategic, and patient power play in entertainment history. And it starts in a place where all great stories begin, with someone telling her she couldn't have it. To understand the empire, you have to understand the architecture of isolation. Taylor Swift didn't grow up popular. She grew up observant. While other kids were living life, she was writing it down. Every glance, every whisper, every door that closed in her face. That became her catalog. Her first album wasn't written by a songwriter. It was written by a detective investigating her own life. Songs like Tim McGraw and Teardrops on My Guitar weren't just country tracks. They were evidence, proof that she existed, proof that her feelings mattered. The industry saw a girl with a guitar. They didn't see what she was really building, a library of human emotion that millions of people would one day check into and never leave. By 2014, Taylor Swift was the most successful country artist of her generation. She had won every award. She had sold every ticket. She had done the thing. So, she blew it up. The transition to pop with *1989* wasn't a risk. It was a calculated demolition. She knew that in the entertainment industry, relevance is a ticking clock. If you stay the same for too long, the clock runs out. She didn't just change her music. She changed her physics. The curly hair straightened. The sundresses turned into crop tops. The guitar was replaced by a synth.
You okay, bro?
So here we are, 20 years after that girl walked into a Nashville publishing house and signed away her songs. Today, Taylor Swift is a billionaire. Not because she sold her music, but because she owns it. Not because she followed the rules, but because she rewrote them. She changed the way artists connect with fans. She changed the way music is owned. She changed the way tours are run. She changed the way albums are released. She changed the game so completely that future generations won't know there was ever another way to play. But maybe the most important thing she changed is this. She proved that being underestimated is an advantage. Those men in that publishing house didn't stand up when she entered. They didn't see her coming. They didn't know that the quiet girl with the notebook was taking notes on them. That she was learning. That she was waiting. She waited 14 years. Then she took it all back. The girl who ate alone became the woman millions follow. The girl who signed away her songs became the woman who owns everything. The girl who was invisible became impossible to ignore.
I've been entrusted to draw on my 13. She hasn't done it since I think mid-2009.
If you want to understand how artists, leaders, and movements are built, hit that subscribe button.